Okay, let's be honest. Meetings aren't the problem. Bad meetings are the problem. If meetings were productive and focused and moved the work forward, most of us wouldn't even complain about it. Yet many organizations have unintentionally created a culture where every meeting defaults to 1 hour. Not because the work requires it, but because the calendar says so, right? So what if the simple act of changing that default could dramatically improve your leadership effectiveness? So stick with me. When meetings automatically get 60 minutes, several things begin to happen. First of all, there's scope creep. Conversations expand, topics get added, people start discussing items that aren't even relevant to the purpose of the meeting, and the meeting becomes a catch-all instead of a decision-making forum. And then there's analysis paralysis. We've got the time. So instead of deciding, we discuss. Instead of moving forward, we continue to explore. Instead of progress, we just get more dialogue and conversation. Not always a bad thing, but sometimes it's filler. There's also, interestingly, the ironic issue of lack of clarity. It's strange, but the longer meetings are, they often create less clarity. There's now multiple priorities, there's unclear ownership, unclear timelines, unclear decisions, and people's plates are full. Then there's meeting fatigue, and our schedules are just constantly packed. And so what you see in meeting fatigue is people arrive late, they leave early, they check email, they multitask. They're missing key discussions. And then the organization begins operating in a constant state of partial attention. What a detrimental thing. Let me tell you about Parkinson's law in action. It's a principle called Parkinson's law that states work expands to fill the time available for its completion. The same thing is true for meetings. If you give a team 60 minutes, they'll fill 60 minutes. If you give them 30, they'll focus on what matters most. If you give them 15, they will laser focus on what needs to happen. These constraints often create better thinking. So the leadership shift is that the goal isn't simply shorter meetings. The goal is to force certain things in the meetings, forcing focus. What's the actual purpose of this meeting? Forcing preparation. What should participants have already done before they arrive? Forcing decisions. What is the key or are the key decisions that must be made in this meeting? And that all forces progress. What will move forward because this meeting occurred? Next, I'm going to share with you some strategies, 7 or 8 strategies that help you to shift from hour-long meetings to 30 minutes or less. Are you ready?